Hi, Dr. Ruth Anderson here with Enlightened World Network. I am so pleased to have Sue Broome here with me for Focus on Lightworkers. So Sue has been working with me for, gosh, probably, let's see, it's been a while. Yeah, almost a year, actually, I would say, in one form or another. And it has been such a delightful opportunity to get to know Sue and to see everything that she is capable of doing and involved in doing. So let's just take a few minutes and get to know Sue Broome a little bit better. So Sue, I'm so glad that you're here with us. Do you want to just take a few minutes and give us the spiritual side of the house? What is it that you bring to the table for folks that are interested in learning about their own spirituality?
Well, thank you, Miss Ruth, for even having me on. I really wasn't, when we talked about it the other day, I was really excited because like, oh, that's really cool that you're allowing me to introduce myself and kind of, share what I do. I've been working with people for so many years, and I started out more in doing readings for people and helping people really discover different things about themselves. And that's when I remember the first readings I did, that they were angel card readings, that I've always loved angel cards. And it's always about empowering the other person. It's not about, well, the angels are saying you have to do this, or I'm saying that you have to do this. It's like, well, here's an idea that's being presented to you from the angels, and it's showing up in the cards, and kind of talking through that and helping the other person discover either something that they didn't know about themselves, or looking at things in a different way that may be going on in their life. And so I had started out, like I said, with angel cards and angel card readings. And from there, I got into energy work. And I've been receiving energy work for, well over 2 decades. I started with Reiki, and I think that's what everybody, starts with. And I remember someone asking me, well, have you ever thought about Reiki? And I'm like, oh yeah, I get it all the time. And she's like, no, what I'm talking about is you becoming a practitioner. And I'm like, what? And I hadn't ever thought about that. And so I looked into that, and I got attuned to a couple different levels of Reiki. And then from there, I went on to another source of energy work called divine coding, and which is, it's all about the angels for me. I started out working with the angels. I started out communicating with the angels, and they have always been there for me, even before I knew they were there. And in the healing work that I do, there's so many different blends. Yes, I'm a Reiki master. I do divine coding. I do angel therapy, and other guidance. It's really guidance from the angels, because when I'm working with somebody, every single person is going to be a little bit different in what their story is and how they came to find me, how they are working with the angels, how they want to work with the angels. But again, just like the readings, I am empowering them. It is looking for, all right, I'm going to stop myself and give you an example. If someone is looking for all of the answers from someone else, I am not that person. If someone is looking to find what is best for their soul in this lifetime, with where they are going or what they are uncovering, working with myself and the angels is how we can do that together, because it's the angels are, I'm allowing them to work through me, my angels, my guides, their angels, the client's angels, working together. And the client is an active participant. And that's why I do phone work. Or if people decide, oh, I just want to be in meditation for an hour and then just let me know what you get, that's entirely fine as well. But truly, the other person does need to be an active participant in their own healing. It's not me doing the healing. And the angels are giving us guidance, but it's really up to that other person to be involved in their own healing work, whatever it is for them. So, am I answering your question? I feel like I'm going on a lot of different tangents.
No, you are. And I can say that's how you live your life too, because when you have helped me with different projects, you don't do for me, you teach me.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the things that I love about working with you, because it is a collaboration and there's always a little bit of you and me both learning at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see you doing that with your clients as well.
There is, because it's really a path of discovery. So it's not I have all the answers. It's not that the angels are telling me any of the answers, because so many times if I can see that, like, so if you come to me as a client, whether it's for a reading or whether it's for a healing work, if I can see what is going on with you when you set up the session, but I know also that you aren't ready to see that, I'm not going to say that, because it's all about self-discovery. So if the angels are going to lead you down that path so you can discover that on your own, it's like, wow, how awesome is that? It's like, wow, look at the gift that I have just received within myself. Mm-hmm. So instead of, oh yeah, Sue told me.
Right.
So it truly is. It's a self-discover. It's a discovering things together. I'm holding space. I'm, telling what the angels are saying, unless, obviously there's a lot of people that can hear their angels and sense their angels and their guides and get information as well. So it's not me that has all the answers. It's just me holding space and, yes, leading you the direction that the angels are guiding us.
Now, Sue, you do have an amazing connection with the angels. And sometimes I get to hear your chimes in the back. I heard them once there. Have you always walked with spirit in that way? Or did something happen that it sort of turned on for you?
I honestly, I can't say that there was any one thing that happened. I mean, I do know when I started exploring more, but it was also after my divorce. So it very well could have been, because it wasn't anything that happened during my marriage that was so horrible that, it wasn't anything like that. But I also know it was after that I started really exploring, with reading different books, and there was different speakers that Madison, Wisconsin, I'll tell you, being a small town, not super small, but you wouldn't think that there would be some really big speakers that would come to Madison, and we actually had some pretty big people come. So I was able to go see them and see them in person, which, it was awesome having classes or listening to them as a speaker that was readily available, as well as books, because back then the internet, I don't know where the internet was 20 years ago, but I don't know. I know I'm sure I didn't have a computer.
I know. I don't know how we existed without it, frankly, but somehow we did.
I know, somehow it was called Borders Bookstore.
Right, right. So, which angels do you work with the closest? What is that like for you?
The angels, honestly, the one that I call in all the time is Archangel Michael. And see, yeah, I know, right on cue. Archangel Raphael a lot, and Gabriel. Those are the three, and I would say, and I don't have a string. I'm not pulling the chimes, but I would say those are the three that I almost always will call in if they are not already present. And even if I know that they're there, I'm still going to call them in. It feels like it strengthens the connection to me. And the other ones will kind of play, they'll come in. It might be the same one for a couple days, and it might be different ones changing.
Yep, that's my experience with it as well. Well, I can tell folks that with Enlightened World Network, sometimes when we do big events, we have you participate to call in the archangels because that's something that we know about you. We recognize that connection that you have, and that's important to us to have you participating in that way. So that's just fun for us. So, Sue, you had a radio show with International Angels Network for a while. What what is your words that are coming as verbal outlay, and what a weird way to say, what are you doing these days to put yourself out there so folks can hear you and see you?
I actually I have been doing Facebook Lives just over the last couple months. I've been doing them Monday through Friday, and just coming on, just checking in with people. But also on Sundays, I have been doing this for probably 2 years, or over 2 years, I think, where at 10 o'clock Arizona time, you guys figure out where, no. But I will come on and I'll do the weekly angel card reading, and then I hang out with people and I pull cards. I talk a little bit and I make announcements, and then I pull cards for a little bit. And it's so much fun because sometimes I have people, from all over the world that will join in. And it really is interesting because I have people that literally have been following me for 2 years. So it's the same people that I see, and then there's other people that will come in and come out, but there's also some of the same people, and we just have fun. It's truly like a community, because if someone comes on and says that they have a loved one who has some kind of an illness, so we will all together, say a prayer or join, energetically join, and it's like this whole big community that is built. So the other way that I will absolutely get myself out there, and maybe not in as obvious a way, is with my journals, which this one, I have to show you this. This, for some reason, I absolutely love this journal.
Oh, wow.
I know, isn't that just the coolest thing?
Now,
There's a depth about this one. And it's a blank journal. But I have so much fun creating journals, and I literally, I have over 170 of them out there. In fact, there's 5 of them I did this week, so I'm waiting to get those announced, connected to my author page and all that.
and this is all available on Amazon.
It's all available on Amazon, and the author, I actually use an author name of Spread Sunshine for almost all of the journals. There's a couple that I do have under my own, and the reason for that is because they had more to do with what I do. In fact, I was thinking I could grab one of them. I did a couple on grief. And I did, at the very beginning, I did a couple of pages, just very briefly talking about grief. And then the rest is a blank journal. But grief really does go along with the online classes that I have. There's a free course I have called Memories Shared with Your Loved Ones. And this is something I do want to do, like just a dedicated half hour talking about this, especially right now, Ruth, with all the people that I've been hearing stories where people were not able, and I'm getting chills on this, they were not able to spend time with their loved ones when they passed. And they weren't able to have a celebration of life or have it in person. They had it online. And so it really affects a lot of people. And one of the things I talk about in the Memories Shared course, which is the free course, is that you can connect with your loved one, whether they are still in the physical or not. You can go into a meditation or go into a memory, and you can be with your loved one. And there's also in another course I have, which is the Channel Writing with Mom course. I'm pretty sure it's in that one. It might be in the other one. But there's a meditation I do that I had done years ago before I wrote my first book, which is Signs from Your Loved Ones. And I did a meditation with my mom because I was not with her when she crossed. Right. I did a meditation that I was with her. And it was so interesting because my brother, one of my brothers, when he read the book, he goes, well, I didn't know you were there. It's like, I wasn't. Did you read the part that was a meditation? But also when I think of her passing, I was there. It's not that I remember her being in a hospital and who knows who was there. I was, yes, she was in a hospital, but I was also right there with her.
Right, right.
So, yeah. So there's the couple journals that I did on grief. It also goes along with that, because grief is not one of those things, in my opinion, that ever goes away. It's just there in different amounts. Different waves that it comes through.
One of the things that I love about you, Sue, is there's such depth to your work and how you support other people. It's a beautiful gift that you bring to the table that not everybody's able to give. So I hope that people can see from this conversation some of the beautiful things that you embody and share with others. So one of the things that I think a lot of folks don't know about you is that you help support light workers in building their professional visibility, whether it's through helping them create journals for themselves to give to their clients or sell to their clients, or creating card decks. Do you have a card deck there that you can show?
I have my decks.
Okay, well, show us your decks, because you help other people create their decks. So I'd love.
So this is my first deck. I just love my first deck. I love my second deck too, but I love this deck because of the vibrancy of the colors.
Yeah, you really are an artist, and it comes through in the cards.
Well, and the thing with these is these were pictures. These were all pictures that I took with my phone. And I manipulated the pictures, even the back of the card. You know, that big old saguaro. I know exactly where that one, exactly where it is. And this little guy, I know exactly where I saw him. He's so cute. That was my first deck. And the second deck that I did for myself, it's called Angels Are Everywhere. And this one is just words, you know, and they're easy words. And in fact, so I've worked with other people creating decks. And with you. I mean, Ruth, I work with you. And so you came to me with a vision of, I have this in my head. And yes, do you have, because if you don't, I have them.
I've got them.
And we worked together, and that definitely was, it's like, okay, because this was a different deck than I had done.
Yep.
So we worked together and learned some things, and they're absolutely beautiful.
Yes, what I really appreciated about working with Sue on creating this deck is that she was able to listen to me and hear me and care enough to see my vision with me. And together, it really was a co-creation that we ended up with this beautiful deck of cards. And it was fun and it was easy. And for anybody who wants to create a deck of cards, I think Sue can help you.
I absolutely can. And I know I've talked to a lot of different people about it. And one of the things I know because of this, it seems like the people that are coming to me are the artists that have their own artwork. And I know that that is a whole nother level of complexity that before it would get to me, they would have to figure out how to do all that, which is not something that's in my bailiwick. But after you have the picture and are ready to go, I can absolutely help with that. And as I don't know what level of knowing this is for other people out there, but there are also people that I have worked with who want to create their own deck. So I will give them technical expertise. So then they can run with it.
Yep.
So
that's what happened over here.
Okay.
So, I just am glad to have had this time with you, Sue, just so folks can see some of the depth and the breadth of what it is that you're able to do. Because you really are an amazing resource for folks. And I want people to know that about you. Sue, if folks want to learn more about you and what you can do, where can they find you? What social media links?
Well, first they can go to my website, which is either my business name, which is Empowerment for You, the number 4, or my name. Easiest way to find me, myname.com. For Facebook, it is Empowerment for You. And that's my Facebook page that's where I do the Sunday lives. And that's where I do the Monday through Friday, which that may change. And it might not be as often, but for right now, I'm still doing it for a bit. So those are the best ways. And Instagram, I think it's Sue Broome 44.
Okay, perfect. Well, Sue, thank you so much for being here with us today. To our friends that are watching, please check out Sue Broome, whether it's on Facebook or her website, but give this woman a glance because she really is offering some amazing things out here. So Sue, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Miss Ruth, for giving me the opportunity. I do love working with you. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Friends, we'll see you later.